Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello and welcome. I am Nick, and that is
I'm Jackson.
from Sports Talk. Today we're discussing a pretty interesting segment.
Yep.
Is Las Vegas, the Raiders, overrated? I'll let you touch on it first. Go ahead.
So, the Las Vegas Raiders, they are an interesting team. Nick, you say, and I do agree with you, they can beat anyone, anywhere, anytime. And their schedule proves that. I mean, we see them. They beat the Saints, they beat the Bills. Or no, they lost to the Bills, but they beat the Chiefs. But they lost to the Bucks. It's kind of like they're playing good teams and they're beating them, and then they're playing good teams and then they're losing. 2 weeks ago, we see them play a great game, Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs, and then I think everyone, Raiders Nation, they all got high hopes. They're like, all right, we're a good team, and then we see them get absolutely blown out by the Falcons. And what I'm trying to say is, I really don't think they're overrated. I think they're good. Like, they're not overrated, but they're not underrated. They're kind of just right there. They're definitely a team that if they can get into the playoffs, they could win a game or two, and they could end up making like the AFC Championship game against like a team like Pittsburgh or a team like Kansas City and put up a good fight. But let's look at the remaining schedule here. They got the Jets to win, the Colts, the toss-up. I think they could beat the Chargers, Dolphins, Raiders. That's a toss-up, and I think they'll beat the Broncos. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Again, I think Las Vegas they're not overrated. I think they're just right. They're in the middle. They're in the mix-up in the AFC. There's a lot of good teams in the AFC that can make a run, and I think the Raiders can definitely win a game or two in the playoffs. And I mean, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, here we go. I'm not going to be as kind in some areas as you are. I don't feel like we're going to win 2 games in the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, I feel like maybe 1 if we're lucky. Look, this is what it's going to be. Everyone's saying the 6-4 this year feels better than the 6-4 last year. Everyone's been saying it. And it was better. It is better. I know it's better. I've seen both teams. Look, last year we were 6-4. We played against the Jets. We got obliterated, whatever, however you say that word. I'm sorry, I'm not an English professor. We went 1-5 after the 6-4 start, and we finished the year 7-9. I'm not worried. People are overreacting to this loss. Look, I remember how I said it all week long, and hopefully you guys remember me saying it. The Falcons are underrated.
I agree with that.
Let me tell you something. Their offense is top tier. I mean,
absolutely.
I've watched the Chiefs offense. Believe me, Chiefs are great. I'm not saying they're not, but the Falcons are very good as well. They're probably the most underrated offense in the league.
I think Matt Ryan's one of the more underrated quarterbacks.
Exactly. And one thing I can tell you is this: that was without Julio Jones and Todd Gurley. So look, we got beat bad, but look at the key things that we were missing. And we've been missing these pieces for quite some time now. Cleve Ferrell missed 2 weeks. What's their record the last 2 weeks?
0-2.
So maybe he does make an impact, and everyone says he doesn't. We're 0-2 without Ferrell. Lamarcus Joyner was hurt last week. Trent Brown has been out like the entire season. Wouldn't it be nice to have him back? Absolutely. All these pieces are coming back. I know Josh Jacobs got hurt. He'll most likely be back this week. Maybe they don't want to rush him. But I'm going to be honest with you. This Jets team, I know they're 0-10, and everyone wants to shit on Gase. I don't hate Gase as much as everyone else. You know that. I think this team beat us last year. We still got to be somewhat concerned. But are we overrated? Absolutely not. We beat the Chiefs. You're the Super Bowl defending champions. We beat the Saints. We beat the Browns, who are right now a playoff team. And we beat a team that's another sleeping team, the Chargers, who are a very good team. Look, Derek Carr is having a great season. Everyone wants to blame fumbles on him. Bring back Trent Brown. These fumbles don't happen. There's very few quarterbacks that can get blindside hit while throwing the ball. Like, look, if a defender comes in front of you and you see them and you fumble, it's an issue. If you are even blindside hit and you fumble, it's still not as much your fault, but it's your fault. And lastly, If you are blindside hit while throwing and the defender makes a great play and hits your arm as you're throwing, you fumble. It's not the quarterback's fault. All they're doing is they're about to release the ball like Carr was here, got hit, fumbles. It's going to happen to everybody. Very few quarterbacks. I've seen Carr actually hold on to a ball while getting hit once, which was an insane play. Was Carr a little off this game? Yes, he missed a few throws, which was even shocking to me. Believe me, I'll defend Carr when it's not him. I will put blame on Carr when it is him. He missed some throws, some swing routes to the running back, some easy slants, and just a few plays. A go route to Waller, he underthrew and made Waller turn around and try to catch it. If you let him, it would have been a touchdown. I'm a big fan of Carr. He made a few mistakes this game, but it won't happen again. And lastly, our defense. Everyone wanted to shit on our defensive coordinator and Paul Gunther. We don't really have many pieces. They're all young. But I can tell you something, they're coming together. We made the Falcons, I'm pretty sure, punt maybe 5 times last week. That's big. And no, we held them to 5 field goals, which is huge. And we made them punt a few times. Those stops on a normal offensive day for our team, we're going to win. We're going to win a lot of games. So we'll have to see what happens. But again, are we overrated? No. But again, like you said, we're definitely not underrated. I mean, I think we are top 15 in the league. And that puts you in a wild card spot. That puts you in the wild card. I feel like we will make the wild card, hopefully. If not,
it's a tough race.
It's going to suck. It's going to suck. But I think we will. We'll have to wait and see how we respond. And I think John Gruden will have us ready to go. You know how he coaches good game plans. He usually will have something dialed up this week for the New York Jets.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't say it any better They got a relatively easy 5 games coming up. So
I mean, their first half was tough.
They got the Colts. I mean, yeah, they did have a tough first half, but we're gonna see what their card is gonna get to ease down a little bit. We're gonna see what happens.
And another thing is too, I know everyone wants to be like, this doesn't matter, it's the NFL. But again, Las Vegas traveled from the West Coast to the East Coast. Everyone says Carr plays bad and cold. It was hot in Georgia. I'm pretty sure it was warm in Georgia. I could be wrong. Maybe it was freezing. Who knows? But they're indoor in Mercedes-Benz. I can tell you this much. Just the travel puts a wear and tear on players. And think about the game they just lost. That was a heartbreaking game. They put everything on the line. And then they go across the country to play in Georgia, and they lose. Not an excuse, but it is something you got to take into consideration. This week, I'm pretty sure we're back in Las Vegas. So we'll see what happens.
No, you guys are in New York.
Are we in New York again?
Yeah.
Last year we were in New York too. This is 2 years in a row. Are you serious?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we really in New York?
Raiders at Jets.
That is rough. Again. Damn. Well, Raiders shouldn't make it that much tougher. We were there last year and we lost. I'm still going to say we're going to win. It's the Jets. But
I mean,
still,
if you guys lose to the Jets, then
our playoff hopes are over.
Yeah, I mean, I delete anything I've said about the Raiders. But
that's all. All right,
that's all I got.
Sign off now. Nick and
Jackson
from Sports Talk. We'll see you guys soon. We are
built better.
Peace.